Hello everybody, Danny B here with number 3 in the series of journals that I'm currently playing in. This is my Happy Scrappy glue book journal. It's almost completed. I say almost because I thought it would be fun that as I flip through this journal that I could point out the areas that I think still need a little something and a little tweaking, and then it will be wrapped up in a ribbon and set aside for enjoyment later. So here we go. Now the signatures themselves were given to me, probably 2 years ago, if not more, from dear Lisa. And thank you, Lisa. I'm still using the insides, layering and layering and layering. And it had gotten so big. This was part of the spine, and so I had to cut the spine down to make it a little bit smaller. And then if you watch my Instagram, you'll notice that, let me get it over a little bit. You'll notice that I turned the rest of the signatures into like 3 other Happy Scrappies to play. And so there you go. All right, I'm just gonna try and flip through. This is all stuff off my desk, from my scrap box, from all the things that are laying around my art room, which is a lot. So here we go. And they're printables, they're fabrics, they're pieces, they're collage images, it's just everything. And I'll go slow so you can look at the different pages. I did not put quotes on all of them, but I did put quotes on some of them. This one right here I marked because I think a little bit of something should go right here and maybe a flower here. Not sure, we'll see. This right here is amazing. It's actually the negatives to some pictures that I found. And I don't know why they put it on a spool like this or a viewfinder thing, but I thought it was pretty cool. So in it went. These pages are done. And this is one of the little inserts that Lisa had in the original foundation pages. And also photos. This is a photo from a photo field trip. This is one of my favorites. The book I ordered from IKEA arrived, and I collaged on it and added a Scrabble tile. Again, I think I gotta hold this down because, as you can see, until we get maybe to the middle, it's gonna be bulky. This one is not done. I wanna put something a little bit here. Not sure what. I was thinking a flamingo, too big. Maybe a flower. Maybe, that's a possibility. This was trash. This was from something long ago. This page is done. This page, not so much, because I do want to put a little something up here. I don't know what yet. The same with this one. Or here, not sure what. This is one of my favorite pages. This is a puzzle piece I just glued on. Some favorite printables that I haven't used in anything else, so I plopped them down in here because I like them. This is some an old printable napkin, one of the sheets that I used for paint. You know, that the extra paint goes on. I love these ruffles. And this was in here from the original foundation pages too. An old bingo card. You know, I never really used these in hardly anything. So in it goes. This was just a copy of some doodling. This is a chippy from Tammy Brackett. This page is still not done. This page is. I like it just like it is. I don't know if you can see the embossed flowers on it. This was one of the original foundation pages from Lisa. This right here needs something, but I don't know what. I'm sure it'll figure itself out. These pages are done, as is this. This is a chippy that I made. It's on my Instagram. Isn't this beautiful? This was already in here. It's gorgeous. Now, here's an example of a page I did not like how it was turning out, so I covered it in the Finnabar tissue paper, and I love it now. And then I added some extra scraps, things I had to cut up. And this is just a collage of stuff that I probably won't use anywhere. So I just stuck it down here, and scraps. And this was a piece of a napkin. And this was a chippy I made, which I thought, have you ever had those days when you are holding a stick and everybody looks like a piñata? Doesn't that owl look like he's thinking that? I think so. This is trash. Stain removal guide, something we all need. These pages are done. This was a magazine cutout that I really liked, so I threw it in here. I collect these, the vintage ones. I say I collect. I hoard them, and then I barely bring myself to use them in things like this. This page is done. These two pages are done. This is the center of the first signature. Again, just collage pieces down, just scraps. Stuck this in. That's just one page right there. And see, this is part of my collection. I just stuck it in here. I was playing with my, what do you call that thing? Scissors. And I haven't used these in like forever, Tim Holtz, so I grabbed a piece. Just scraps, unused scraps. Of course, you all recognize that. Fabric. Collage that I really like this car. And I just probably could have used it in one of my collage books, but I loved it on this page, so there it went. And these pages are all done. There's a chippy I made. I thought the colors went, and it's an odd piece of vintage sewing. So in it went, because I probably wouldn't use it anywhere else. This is just leftover scrap fabric. Oops, here's the other side. These are all done. I kind of like this the way it is, but this kind of is calling to me. I don't know why, but then I like the simplicity of it. So there's a quandary right there. Not sure how much is too much. I don't know. This was a milk cap, and brads I just don't use. And this was already in here. This page is done. I really struggled with this page, but I like it now. This is a chippy I made. And Tammy Brackett coined that phrase. It's not mine, but thank you, Tammy. And I loved the elephant, but it's like the elephant in the room on this page. I don't know why, but I was like, well, I don't want to take it out now, but because, you know, you can always cover up pages that you don't really care for, but I like it now. I added some more things to it, and it suits me just fine. This one's done. Vintage packaging, which I always hang on to and hoard and have to use. This one is fun because it reminds me of Lisa. that's in honor of her and her giving me these pages to work on, or the foundation pages to work on. Again, just felt like this went there. And these pages, I have to note, they're not done all at one time. Like this car stayed on this page probably for 6 months until I decided to put this on here. And then that stayed on there till, I don't know, one night I was laying in bed after working on other pages and I thought, ooh, this piece of trim would go perfect there. And so this page took a long time. Okay. So they're all done at different, things are added at different stages. This one stayed like this for a long time, and this was part of some trim I found at a thrift store a week ago, I think. And it just went absolutely perfect. This is postage from a letter from my grandmother and aunt's house in Fall River, what is this, 1979. I love cutting out images of perfume bottles. And this is just a collage of stuff. There you go, there's some more hook and eyes. Bits and pieces. Wasn't that a song, Bits and Pieces? Oh, many of you are too young to remember that song. Here we go. A perfume bottle. I think this was a printable from somewhere. Buttons. Tim Holtz. I am magic. Oh, this book is magic. I mean, this book has been so much fun. So much fun. I can't even describe it. I hate to let it go because when I say let it go, it's going to, go on the shelf to look through later. And this right here, I haven't decided. I think I'm going to just leave it as is unless I find a little piece of bling that might go there. Not bling, but a pretty trim right there. Not sure. And this is a pocket on this side. And that's a collage piece on this side, which was on the inside cover too. Right there, I stuck it in. So there you go. Only a few more pages need to be kind of tweaked a little bit, and then it's done. Isn't it gorgeous? Oh, it's just been so much fun. And like I said, this has been, I know, a 2-year work of love. And can't wait to get started on my next one. So anyway, this is the third in the series of journals that I'm currently playing in. So stay tuned for number 4. Thanks so much for watching. Take care of each other. Bye.